Tough, dude.
All right. Let's talk about this Brian. Let's talk about Brian Burns for a moment, who I thought was playing a good game, got injured several times, and it looked like the last one might be problematic going forward. You might see Brian Burns not playing for a couple of weeks. I don't know if it was, it was, I hope it was just an ankle sprain or something like that, but he was not putting weight on it at the end. Started the CK, you're the one, and I feel like you were like the first person to spot this, at least on my timeline. That was the case.
Yeah.
Strip sack.
Yep.
Tell us what happened.
So basically, I was rewatching the replay because I was just trying to figure out what it was. The Panthers put it up on there to showcase the highlight. Well, the problem is, if you pay attention to what Mac Jones did, I was trying to figure out where Brian Burns got hurt. Well, if you pay attention, if you guys have the clip, you can play it. But like basically,
I'll pull it up.
Brian Burns gets the strip sack, gets up to try to pursue the ball. And in a very dirty play, Mac Jones grabs his ankle and twists it, like pulls him back and then twists it, and that's where Brian Burns had to, he hurt his ankle, he had to be helped off, and he was able to come back, which is definitely a positive. But also, you got to wonder, because I'm not sure which leg it was, like what type of impact that had, or what type of damage it could have done that made him more susceptible to an injury there towards the end of the game, right? Brian Burns, like Mac Jones, I don't care who the fuck you are. That is the dirtiest play, and I think he needs to be fined and if not suspended. But that's similar to what happened to Cam Newton, right? With who was it on the Cincinnati Bengals that was doing that?
Oh, that was Burfict. It was Burfict, yeah.
Yeah, watch this right. CK, you're right. I think this play actually injured his knee. Is what they said. He twisted him so hard.
Right here.
Brian Burns is going to recover the football. Matt Jones doesn't let him go.
Luvu gets the football. And he's just trying to run.
I'm saying Brian Burns is trying to go and recover the fumble. He goes to get it. Matt Jones grabs him by the ankle and yanks him back.
Twists
his ankle.
It's the twist that's a problem, because here's the thing is if he just tried to trip him up a little, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, is it a good play? No, it's kind of a whiny one, but it was, look at the hold where he holds on
right there, dude.
Right.
And yanks
so this, you know what this reminded me of? You guys, I'm terrible with names, but you guys can help me out. Is the former, I think he was a Duke basketball player. Do you remember that kid that used to trip people all the time?
Grayson Allen.
Yeah.
And then threw and basically it was a little temper tantrum on the field. That's what I felt this play was, is he got his feelings hurt because he got strip sacked, and then he had a temper tantrum and tried to do something crappy. And so, you know what? I'm throwing I will never like Mac Jones because of this, ever. I don't care if he becomes the best quarterback in the history of the world. I would never, ever forgive him for this one moment.
Dirty.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Did you hear the announcers trying to justify what he did, where they brought up the clip from the past?
Because Brian Burns got a sack on him when he was in high school.
Yeah, and danced over him. Yeah. And that's why he said that they have bad blood, because Brian Burns got a sack on high school and danced over him. I was like, yeah, that's really justifiable right there.
Dude,
come on.
Well, we should have gone headhunting after that. I mean,
I know,
man. All right. So, like, to the point was, it took us this long. This game was so bad that it took us this long to get to that.
Yeah.
Usually, if this is a game that was close. If this is a game we won, we start with that. We lead with that story.
Oh, absolutely. Especially since, here's the thing, and this was the part that's going to really piss everybody off. If you guys pay attention, when Brian Burns was coming off the field there towards the end of the game, which leg was he not able to put pressure on?
The same one that he got twisted.
The same one that got twisted there. Yep. And so I don't care what they say. You could show me a replay, whatever it may be. I'm still going to blame Mac Jones for whatever injury Brian Burns has to that knee, because it all started there. And we all know, like, it's been everywhere. Like when Cam Newton had his foot, when he had his shoulder, like if something starts to kind of give a little bit, it's going to eventually happen if you don't like protect somebody from themselves, right? And that's what happened, is like Mac Jones twisted it. That weakened whatever may be going on with his knee. I'm hoping to God it's not an ACL. But if it is, I'm blaming Mac Jones. And like I said, I think at this point in time, I'm not wishing injury on anybody, but I wouldn't be crying if he was knocked out for the season.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you, man.
Already play. 252-228-5098. Let us hear your thoughts. Get your frustrations out.